Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. We are working on lesson 19, session 2, and that starts on page 405 today. So remember, we are doing fraction, addition, and subtraction. Yesterday, or in the last video, I showed you guys just how E-word that can be. So today we're continuing that using these number lines. So the first one says, label the number line below and use it to show 2/4 plus 1/4. So we still have to put in the labels. They're missing the labels, but if I'm looking at the full number line, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So I know it's already shown in fourths. So right here will be 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, which is equivalent to half, 3/4, and 4/4. Okay, now I need to use it to show 2/4 plus 1/4. And if I go ahead real quick and solve that first, I'll know exactly where I need to end so I can check. I remember that I don't need to change my denominators. I don't add the denominator, it stays the same. But my numerators I add together. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So 2/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. So 2/4 first, I need to start at my 0 and go up 1, 2 to 2/4. And I'm adding 1/4, so one more. And I landed on 3/4, which is my answer. And I can color in my bars differently. I could do a different color or color them in a different way to show that it's not one giant bar that's 3/4 long, it's two different bars. And the sum, the answer, is 3/4. Okay, and then number 2, same kind of problem, but subtraction. So remember, you don't have two bars next to each other. That's addition. For subtraction, you're gonna have two bars stacked. And this one is in fifths this time, so I need to label my number line with fifths. So 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 5/5. So the first one, I'm doing 4/5 minus 2/5, so my first bar on the bottom was 4/5 long. So I go from 0 all the way to 4/5. I could color that one in one way. And then I'm subtracting 2/5. So I go straight up and I go back 2/5. 1, 2. And that'll be my polka dot one. Okay, and so if you look all the way down the number line, I landed on 2/5. So if I check my answer, I don't change the denominator. 4 minus 2 is 2. So I did that correctly. So the difference, the answer is 2/5. All right, done with that page. Okay, number 3. So number 3 is area models, not number lines anymore. So for this one, it's the pizza one or the pie one, whatever you like to think of it. I think of it as a pizza. So for the first one, we're doing 1/8 plus 2/8. Okay, so if I solve that first, I know it's going to equal 3/8. Because the denominator stays the same. 1 plus 2 equals 3. I need two different colors for this. I could also just color them differently, but I'm going to do two colors. So I color in 1/8 to show that part of it. And then if I'm adding 2/8, I need to color two of them the other color. So my answer, my sum, is 1, 2, 3/8. 3 of them now are colored in out of the 8. Okay. So to show subtraction on an area model is a little bit different, okay? Because I need to take away, right? I'm going to color in 6/10 first, but then I need to take away 2/10 of it. So first I'll solve before I show it on the model. Denominator stays the same, 10. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so my answer is going to be 4/10, but I can't just color in 4/10 because that's not showing the subtraction, that's just showing the answer. So I'm going to color in 6/10 first. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's the 6/10. Now to take away 2/10, I'm just going to cross out 2 of them with my darker color. And you could color it in lightly and then cross out 2 of them with like thicker lines to show it. Okay, so then my answer is 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that shows the subtraction, not just the answer. Okay. Number 5 is kind of a reflection question for you. So number lines on the previous page that we just did. So these number lines to show addition and subtraction. How are the number lines and these area models? How are they alike? How are they different? Okay, so you can say they are alike because, they are different because. Come up with some kind of way to explain that, okay? And number 6, choose any model you like to show 5/10 minus 3/10. So you could do a number line, or you could do an area model, like one of those. So choose one, do whichever one you like more, number line or area model, doesn't matter which one. I personally like the area models more than number lines. So I'm gonna draw a model. First, I guess I'm gonna solve. Equals. Okay, so I know I don't change my denominators. It's gonna be 10. 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, so for my model, I'm gonna draw like the rectangle one, like the candy bar one. I'm gonna draw 2 rows of 5. So I can't cut it in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, look at how even that was. Found my hidden talent. Okay, so I'm gonna color in 5 of them to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my 5/10. And then if I'm subtracting 3/10, I need to cross out 3 of them. Any 3. And I'm left with 2/10. 1, 2. Ta-da! All right. Once your model is finished and you've written the answer down, we're working on practice pages already. Okay, so the example says you can count on or count back to add or subtract whole numbers. To add fourths, use a number line that shows fourths. Duh. Add 3/4 and 2/4. So the red bar is the 3/4, and then the blue bar is the 2/4. And we know that the denominator stays the same. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So they landed on 5/4. So they got the right answer. Good for them. Okay, number 1. Count by sixths to fill in the blanks. Well, that's easy. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6. I almost did a 5. 5/6, 6/6, 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6. Okay, give yourself a star if you were able to count by sixths all the way up to 10/6. Now label the number line to show sixths. All right. Okay, so it gives me 0 already. So then first one will be 1/6, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 whole is this 6/6. I'm not going to label it. Next one will be 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6. Okay, and then it goes on and on and on. Number 3. Oh, give yourself a star if you labeled your number line correctly. Number 3, what is 1/6 more than 2/6? Okay, so if I'm here at 2/6, what is 1/6 more? Or more than just means add, right? So add that plus that. Denominator stays the same. 1 more is 3. 3/6. Okay, number 4, what is 1/6 more than 6/6? Well, 6/6 was right here at 1 whole. So if I go up 1 more 6, I'm at 7/6. Same thing, my denominator didn't change. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Okay, now we're doing less than. What is 1/6 less than 2/6? Here's 2/6. If I go back 1, I'm at 1/6. And what is 1/6 less than 6/6? Here was my 6/6 at 1 whole. If I go back 1/6, I have 5/6. Sixth is really hard to say so many times. Star. Okay, back page. Page 408. Man, this might be the shortest math lesson ever. Okay, number 7, label the number line to show fourths. Okay, well 0, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 is already done for me, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4. Give yourself a star up there if you labeled your number line correctly. Now use the number line in problem 7 to show 2/4 plus 2/4. Okay, so I'm adding, there's 2/4 plus 2/4, so 1, 2. Okay, I landed on 4/4. That makes sense because 2 plus 2 is 4. My denominator stays the same, 4/4. Give yourself a star for that part. Label the number line below to show fourths again. 0, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 is done. 5/4, 6/4, 7/4. Star, labeled. Now use the number line in problem 9 to show 4/4 minus 2/4. And if I solve that first, I know 4 minus 2 is 2. Denominator stays the same. So I start with 4/4. So my first bar on top is going all the way over to 4/4. And now I'm subtracting 2/4. So I go straight up and over 2. 1, 2. And I'm looking down here when I do that. Okay, there's my 2/4. And if I go straight down and look at my answer, it's at 2/4. Ta-da! Okay. All right, number 11. Do 5/8 plus 2/8 and 4/8 plus 3/8 have the same total? Explain. Okay, let's check. 5/8 plus 2/8 equals, well, my denominator stays the same. 5 plus 2 in the numerators equals 7. Check the other one. 4/8 plus 3/8. Denominator stays the same. Add my numerators. 4 plus 3 equals 7. So yeah, same total. Okay, but we have to explain. So yes, they have the same total. Why do we think they have the same total? Or maybe I can just say, yes, they have the same total. They both equal 7/8. That's an explanation, right? Same total. They both equal the same thing. Okay, give yourself 2 stars. 1 for showing that they're both the same, 1 for your explanation. Number 12. Look at these 3 area models. which one would you choose to show 1/8 plus 2/8? Okay, let's see, there's only 1, 2, 3 boxes in that one. That's not enough to show eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not enough to show eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one has 8 total pieces. So if I color in one of them, there's the 1/8 part. And then if I color in 2 more, that's the 2/8 part. Okay, so my answer is 3/8, 1, 2, 3, out of 8 total colored in. So that's the model we want. Give yourself a star if you chose that model. Explain how the denominator of the fraction helps you choose the model. Well, we were looking for one with 8 boxes because that's the denominator. Because the denominator is how many equal parts there is, right? We needed a model with 8 equal parts. That's it. Give yourself another star. Okay, hope you guys are finding this math lesson very easy. It's going by very quick. We only have one more day. And the next day, session 3 is the refine day. This is the one where it's just, well, it's short. It's only 5 problems, but these are the ones that you should be able to do independently, okay? So try this page on your own and then watch the next video to correct your answers. Bye, guys.